Parrish Morning Show. Okay. Priesel, and now Mr. Mark Parrish has arrived with our McDonald's. No. That don't taste like no McDonald's. Here is the odd body. Here's the end of that game last night. Final call by Grimmer. Gophers beat Ohio State.
Fire a three at the buzzer short. There's the horn, and Minnesota gets the win on the Buckeyes, and a big win at that. Maroon and gold, 88. Ohio State, 79. You can put it in the books. The Golden Gophers now 17-9 overall, and 8-7 in the Big Ten. A game over 500. That muddle in the middle of the Big Ten, you want to keep winning, and the Gophers have won 2 straight.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, man. Let's go Grimmer.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's go Gophers.
Yep. Nobody gets more excited than a Gopher win than Mark Parrish.
Yeah.
So excited. Just giddy right now.
Hey, speaking of excited and giddy right now, we were supposed to play guitar today, but we can't. Why is that?
You know why?
Why?
Because the Orono girls are in the semifinals.
hell yeah.
State tourney, 11 o'clock. Let's go Spartans.
Nice, dude.
It was awesome. Yeah, we're looking at Wilmer. Wilmer played well. We beat him, I think, 3-1, maybe got an empty-netter 4-1. And now we've got Dodge County, so... We've played Dodge County before. We've beat them before. But
you have to beat an entire county?
An entire county.
That doesn't seem fair.
No.
Yeah.
Dodge County. Where the hell is Dodge County? Anybody know?
Southern Minnesota, I believe.
Southern.
Sure.
I have no idea. And I've been a lot of places in this beautiful state of ours. I don't know where that one's at. Well, good luck to everybody involved.
Yes.
That's great,
go.
man. Have fun.
Let's go,
awesome.
girls.
I think I can name about 7 counties in the state of Minnesota.
Just west of Rochester.
What do we got, about 100?
87.
87? I think I can name 7. The other 80 are on their own.
So you could name the 7-county metro.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, about it.
Yeah,
much.
Dodge
And then
County's just west of Rochester.
Let's go.
So, yeah.
Well, have fun with that
There we
today,
go.
man.
Yeah. Oh, can't wait.
So where do they play today?
The X?
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah, they play at the X here.
Oh, let's get her done.
All right.
Let's go. Or no.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
Hi. This was not going to be my first story, but I think you guys will appreciate it, so I'm going to start with it. A 22-year-old found a Holy Grail Zelda game at her home, and it looks like she might get $700,000 for it.
So Holy Grail meaning never opened?
Exactly.
Brand new,
Yes,
never
out of
opened
here.
Zelda
copy
game.
of 1987's The Legend of Zelda, which sold more than 6 million copies and spawned one of the most iconic video game franchises of all time, will be hitting the auction block this week. The seller, a 22-year-old from California who goes by the name of Cairo,
Turner, I'm sorry, but you're not getting that one.
did not want to give the full name for privacy reasons, tells CNBC that the vintage game was in his family ever since it was purchased at a now defunct Fedco. Bought it for $29.87 in 1987.
Wow.
Kiro was no stranger to selling stuff online. He had made a few $100 selling things like sneakers and Barbie dolls on eBay. But when he researched his Zelda game that had never been unwrapped, he figured he'd be able to make a bit more.
That's nuts.
Again,
Amazing.
it goes up for auction. It could get $700,000.
I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
Paul, is this what it feels like? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, man.
I got a dumb question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fire away.
I wonder how the verification process works for figuring out
Because you could shrink wrap.
if it's
Great
not
point. Yeah.
rewrapped professionally, right? Like, how do they know that it wasn't opened
I have an answer.
and then rewrapped?
Give her hell. What do you got,
I have an
buddy?
answer. So there's I forgot what it's called. I follow a similar thing on Instagram where it's all old video games and they go through that process. There's like a type of plastic that it was used with that you can tell the difference, and then you can open up the video game and like the screws. There's like 8 different ways that they can tell by just looking at it.
Huh.
The kind of plastic, if it looks like the paper on the game looks a little older, there's multiple ways they can figure it out.
No. that's
Interesting.
neat.
Because you can tell, like, if it's shrink wrapped, like in like a home, like if you did it, like, you know, people have like those freezer bins.
If somebody's trying to get away with a $700,000 game, my guess is you don't just shrink wrap it, because you went to Michael's and found some plastic wrap. My guess is you try to emulate as closely as possible to the real thing. But to your point, if it's a different kind of plastic in 1987 that they used as opposed to what's available now, then that's probably a tell.
That makes
Because
sense.
to your point about like the screws in the game, well, if it's wrapped, and you don't want to unwrap it because that devalues it. How do you get to the screws without unwrapping the game?
And
that would be a process for verification down the road.
There's the guy that owns the company. They do these bits where they throw a bunch of Game Boy games into the center, and he's got a blindfold on, and he can tell by touch which ones aren't real because of like the sticker on the game, the way the plastic feels, all that stuff.
By the way,
Zelta whale.
Going back to Dodge County for a moment.
Yeah.
I'm being told by Lisa Arnold, our friend who sold merch for me for the longest time and does now for Rocket Club. Not only did I play the Dodge County Fair, but I hurt my knee really bad getting on stage. Oh, there you go. Good memory.
Hopping around on stage too much.
Yep.
In your defense, if you weren't driving the bus or the van, you didn't know which direction the car was going.
That's
You're
true.
probably taking a nap until you got there.
No chance.
You didn't know if you were
Exactly
2
right.
hours north, south, east, or west.
Yep. Right. That is correct. How you doing, buddy? You good?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Real good. Google is putting its Gemini AI image generator on hold after it produced, quote unquote, inaccurate historical images. Did you guys see any of these?
Yeah, Zach was showing us.
Oh
so,
my God.
Yeah.
So, Chris, the way it's getting trolled online is if you ask it, the one that I thought was super funny was like, if you ask it, hey, recreate a photo of a 1962 like NASCAR driver.
Yeah.
And the image would be like an African-American woman leaning against a car.
Yeah. Right.
And people are going, you think they let black women in 1962 drive NASCAR cars?
Right.
So there were like founding fathers who were African American. Like they were getting genders wrong, races wrong, and it's like, so Elon Musk is now going, oh, look at this woke crap, whatever. So it's funny, but people are saying you probably want to be a little more accurate, not just inclusive, right? Like let's be right. Not just inclusive.
And wasn't it a case where, like you were saying, like AI was being accused of being racist, so they went overboard?
Yeah, the other way.
And changing it the direction of what it would produce, and it went to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
Some of the pictures are very funny.
Yeah, real funny.
Yeah.
The Mega Millions jackpot is now well past the $500 million mark.
Let's go.
Nobody won Tuesday's lottery drawing for a grand prize of $493, so the Mega Millions jackpot rolled over to an estimated $525 million ahead of tonight's drawing. That's a cash option of $247 million. Powerball jackpot is also getting up there. Saturday's drawing will be for $376 million.
Well, good timing for me because as I was pulling into the old parking garage today, my car said, you are empty on fuel. So I got to stop at Holiday.
Hell yeah, man.
I'll get gas. I'll gas up. I'll get my tickets and we'll move on with our day.
Might have to do that same thing after the show.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Crease, this one's for you, brother.
Yeah, listen to the Hulkster.
A bill changing how we drive is a step closer to becoming law. This is in Florida, by the way. The state Senate yesterday passed a bill that makes it illegal to travel in the far left lane on roads with a 65 miles per hour or higher speed limit. So again, the left lane is there, but you can only use it to pass the car in front of you.
It's perfect.
As soon as you get done with that, get back in the next lane.
Problem is, it's tough to ask law enforcement to enforce that. They've got enough on their plates, as we've seen recently.
Right.
And so it's just, people don't care, and they think they're the police. They can slow you down.
Yep.
Although yesterday I did see a Subaru actually passing someone in the left lane instead of just camped out.
Wow.
So that was a where were you moment.
Wow.
So I wonder if this is another question for your that dumb bitch lawyer of yours.
You mean Hawk's daddy?
God, your sister makes me laugh. That's a funny line.
Yeah.
So the other day I'm driving home in the left lane and I was passing the car on my right.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy or gal, it was dark, so I couldn't tell, decided that after I got about a car or two length in front, then it was time to hit the gas. Mm-hmm. And then they sped up in front of me again. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then after about 5 seconds, they faded again and fell back. And I thought to myself, because I know you always harp on, get out of the left lane. I thought of you when this was happening. And I'm like, if a cop saw me right now, they would say I'm just camped out in the left lane. But I did pass the person with the intention to get clear of them and then get over.
Yeah.
But by the time I had passed them, this person just randomly said, nope, I'm back in front.
Yeah.
Right.
And then changed their mind. And then it's like, if we're playing cat and mouse and a cop sees you and they pull you over and say, hey, you're taking up the left lane, you can't do that. I'd go, this a-hole's repassing me. I'm
which
trying
is why they don't mess with it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why, like you said, it's very hard to enforce because you're only seeing a small piece of the puzzle.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you're following them for 3 miles and saying, I've been behind you the whole time. You've been camped out in the left lane as long as I've seen you.
Yep.
Now I got to write you up.
And you don't, once in a while, I'll get up there. I don't like hardcore tailgate, but I'll let them know because sometimes people just zone out thinking about whatever, the bad work day they had or
I'm
whatever.
guilty of that. I do that.
And so so then all of a sudden they're like, oh, sorry, move over. I've done it before. Mm-hmm. The key, if you want to get someone, a Minnesota driver specifically, to get out of the left lane, go to pass them. And I know it's tougher on rush hour because the right lane's clogged up too. You go to pass them, son of a bitches act like it's the last lap at Talladega.
Oh my!
They just will go.
It's unbelievable.
There's got to be some instinct, and it's probably why people love auto racing.
Yeah.
Is they're like, no, I'm not going to get past.
Yeah.
And then the minute you get by them and get a little ways back, you look and they're gone. They're so far back.
Yeah.
It's just for the 1 minute they're like, oh no, you're not passing me.
Oh, big trucks,
Man. The
Big
amount of really bad drivers out there lately. I don't know.
Semi drivers too.
Oh, they're
I'm
the
telling
worst.
you. And
They don't care.
I got to
They
tell you
used to
guys,
care.
Should be like
believe-
Canada. No transports in the left lane.
There's a lot of people that are really high out there driving. I'm not kidding you. I think that is a true thing. I think they're really, really high.
Well, Max doesn't have his driver's license yet.
I don't think that is so parked. Because when I go around, I'll take a peek, and it always fits it will be someone with just their seat is pushed up so close to their steering wheel that if they do rear end someone or get hit, that airbag's going to take their head off.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And they are holding the steering wheel with a death grip. And it's like, if you're that scared, stay home or take the bus.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just
Don't
get off
out of the right lane.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. And finally,
We got all the answers.
we sure do.
Yeah.
Edith Cicerelli, who was the oldest living person in America, and the second, what's that?
Dino's grandma.
I don't know.
Could be.
Oldest living person in America and the second oldest living person in the whole world has died at the age of 116.
Gee.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, well
Cicerelli
done.
died Thursday afternoon in Willis, California. What were they talking about?
Brilliant. Brilliant.
At the care home where she'd lived for the past 9 years, which is, 9 years. So she didn't go into the care facility until she was 105?
Wow.
Bad math.
Simmons is old. Wow.
That's terrible.
It's like Flossie, man.
107. Anyway.
Flossie.
R.I.P.
Oh, yeah.
Loved ones say she died in her sleep. Cicerelli, who went by Edie, celebrated her 116th birthday on February 5th. The current oldest person in the world is Maria Brañas Morera of Spain, who turns 117 on March 4th. Wow, man.
Creeping up on Yoda.
That would mean if I lived to be 117, I was born in 1970, so I will live till 2087.
Jeez.
Not going to happen.
That's too long.
Paul, we all know what you're going to ask, but your hand is up.
Woodhawk.
Well, now she passed away, brother.
Oh, the other lady.
The oldest. Well, if she wants it, it's the least I can do.
Yeah.
She wants
Happy
to be,
birthday.
She wants to be disappointed one more time before she passes.
I have a lot of jokes about, but I won't. R.I.P. to that woman. That's a hell of a run.
Hell of a run,
Chris, you
man.
got to run.
I gotta walk at a brisk pace.
Understood.
Brilliant.
Before you plug your awesome website for your awesome speeches, again, you're going to join us because Parrish can't be at TI because he's out of town.
Attaboy, Crease. You got this.
I will represent.
You got this, Crease.
So Creasel's going to be at his first ever initials major.
I'm excited.
TI on March
Let's
29th.
I'm excied. Should be good. I'm going to give it hell.
That'll be good. If somebody wants to hire you for a speech, how do they do that?
They would go directly to johncreasel.com. That's johncreasel.com. The summer is slightly open, but the calendar is filling in, so let's get it on the calendar. Put in a request, and my lovely wife, a.k.a. the business manager, will reach out to you to work out details. johncreasel.com. I love you guys.
Love you, brother.
ESPN right now, on that show, Get Up. Apparently, Tim Hasselbeck is talking about how the Vikings should trade Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying that.
They're running out of stuff to talk.
Yeah,
They got to find
the
something to
offseason.
say. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
You're right.
Cheers,
Imagine.
friends. Love you.
Love you, brother.
Love you,
How
Crease.
pissed everybody would be if they traded Justin Jefferson.
Best.
Oh.
They'd be pissed. They'd be more pissed about that than the Twins payroll.
I don't know if they'd do that.
I think they'd be more mad. They care way more about Justin than the payroll.
Way
of the
more,
Twins.
yeah.
Marnie Gellner should be here in a second. Mark Parrish is already here. Initials an hour from now, right here on the Fan.
This is Sparks Fly by local artists Gavin Foote and Kristen Clayton.
Whenever I see the smile,
The Fan.
just got to September.
You can listen to The Fan.
7:24. We haven't talked enough sports today. Let's get right to it, shall we? You ready over there?
Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh, no, you got a face full of food, don't you?
I do.
It does seem like a trap.
1 second.
What is there?
This is Cosmic Orphan and Raise the Alarm.
Makes me think so much of dying.
Cool name for a
Yeah.
I can
band or
hold
artist.
straight when the road bends, but then
All right, all set, Daddy.
try tomorrow when my
This is
fantasy
cool.
ends. I'd scream out, but it battered in my lungs.
Oh, it's good, man.
I'd tell you what was wrong, but it cut off my tongue.
Ouchie.
I'd reach out, but it's holding down my arms. I know you'd be my guard if I could just raise the alarm.
Nice job. Cosmic Orphan, Raise the Alarm.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
Thanks all around.
Yeah, thank you. Hogs Daddy, your Gophers beat the Ohio State Buckeyes last night. Hang on, I opened up the wrong thing.
88-79.
What the hell happened here? Oh, yeah, they beat the Buckeyes 88-79 to win their 8th Big Ten game. They are 17-9 overall. Elijah Hawkins had a career-high 24. The Gophers have 5 games left. Starting with 2 straight on the road, they play Sunday at Nebraska at 5:30.
Yeah, here's Ben Johnson on the win.
Yeah, I thought our guys came out with just great attention to detail, really focused on the game plan, carried it over from what we've talked about the last 2 days. I thought our energy was there. I thought our edge was there. I thought we started with a great defensive mindset, and that carried over to really good offense.
It's your turn.
I know. I was just seeing if you guys had anything else.
You were still eating.
You know I'm not. You know what happened? Yeah! I know nobody cares. I wrote some of so I put it all in Apple Notes. Don't play that goddamn song.
Don't look at me. I'm not the one hitting the trumpet button. I wish I knew where it was. I'd hit it a lot more than Chris does.
So I put half of my notes on yesterday's bit, and now, yeah, I deserve that. All right, here we go. The Wolves return tonight from the All-Star break. They battle the Bucks at Target Center at 9 p.m.
Interesting.
The Wolves have won 4 straight. The Bucks are 3-7 in their last 10 games. The Wolves are -4.5, and the over/under is 224.5.
Held
Okay,
it.
let's go. Here's Finch on the, I don't know why he's just addressing this now. Maybe because they've been on vacation, right?
Hi, Marnes.
On the Conley extension.
Yeah, I think, it's certainly important for us. I think he's really happy with it, too. Just, gives him a look into what his next few years looks like. We know how important he's been for us. I think this is a great spot for him. We have a couple guys, Ant and Cat, who can really carry the load, high usage guys alongside of him, so he doesn't have to do everything from the point guard spot every night, but he's been invaluable for sure, and we're very happy that they got it done.
I spent over 2 hours yesterday texting and calling everybody I knew
Yeah.
because I had a pretty good source that Mike Conley, is it junior or senior?
Junior.
Mike Conley Jr., I was told by multiple sources that he was planning on attending the Gophers Ohio State game. Took me 2 hours to confirm it.
I could see him going to the game.
Did he?
Yeah, I saw him on TV.
Okay.
Watch the thing.
I could see him stay at home.
He was right behind the bench cheering for his Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah, because he played
What a
with
traitor.
He played with
Greg Oden.
Yeah, one of the best college basketball teams ever.
And Greg Oden retired in 1942, and Mike Conley is still playing.
Oh.
Can Parrish or Hockey name another team Mike Conley played
Sure,
for?
I'll name this the Penguin Tongues.
Wow.
If you want to hear more about
I don't think
if
so.
you want to hear Mike Conley talking more about playing with
Junior.
Greg Oden at Ohio State Junior, you can go back and watch a Wolves Plus episode. It's on the Timberwolves website.
He's the best. He seems very thoughtful,
Marnes.
smart dude. Hey, let's see if Parrish can guess.
I'd say zero.
No, he can't do it, right?
No.
Unless he just absolutely pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Any team Mike Conley Jr. has ever played for
T-Wolves.
outside of the Timberwolves.
I'm going to give them a hint, and I'm going to see if
There's only 2 other options.
I'm going to give them a hint.
Yes, sir.
And after I give them this hint, I will say they can't do it.
Yes,
and we can bet on it maybe.
Okay.
Bring it on.
He played for the team Rudy Gobert came from.
Oh, great hint.
I don't think that helps.
Which is even better.
I don't know. Memphis, for some reason, came to my mind.
I'm going to say Milwaukee. He's going to say Memphis.
Well, Parrish is right and wrong. Memphis is one of the acceptable answers, but he came from Utah with Rudy Gobert.
That's a win.
Well,
but Memphis
that's
counts.
a victory. Wait a minute. I was right?
Yeah, Memphis was one of the teams.
Let's go.
That's as much as we can play of that.
Parrish, I'm curious because you did pull that team name, which is awesome.
Whoa.
When you said Memphis is coming to mind, did Memphis come to mind as the team that Rudy Gobert came from, or the team that Mike Conley used to play for?
I'm going to go with the team Mike Conley used to play for.
Yep.
Okay.
That is not going to hold up in court, but that's a nice excuse,
Well,
Mark.
it was worth a shot.
Sauce.
Can't we just guess right every now and then, huh?
Yeah, right. We're good at this.
Yeah.
The first spring training game was yesterday.
Nobody cares.
The Dodgers destroyed the Padres 14-1. They scored 8 in the first.
Nobody cares.
Rise and shine, gentlemen. Let's go.
Hey, speaking of MLB, man, it's too bad Zach's not here today. Do you guys see what's going on in the world of Major League Baseball? Yeah, they got new uniforms.
What's wrong with them?
And the players are complaining about the new uniforms in general. There's a lot of things they don't like about the new uniforms.
Such as?
Well, there's supposed to be a lighter feel, which I think that's a thumbs up. They're saying, great, it's a little bit looser, a little bit lighter. It's a Nike-generated, Fanatics-produced uniform. But the new hot complaint is that the eggshell color pants are creating a see-through vibe. And players are saying,
that's all I need.
Players are saying, I mean, once I start sweating here,
Mel,
this is going to be a peep show on Bally Sports North. You're the man! So they are reportedly trying to fix this problem before opening day, but the players are saying these goddamn things are see-through. I'm not, this is going to sound like I'm making a joke. I'm not. The story I read said one of the players got so pissed about it that the new uniform sucks so much that he went and bought a new uniform at Dick's.
Brilliant.
Thanks a lot, dude.
I believe he said, that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Wow.
Is it only the pants that are, I believe you called it eggshell?
Eggshell colored pants are see-through, I guess. I don't know.
So
that's what the story
if you
said.
wear a gray or a blue or whatever your team colors are, those are acceptable?
Don't know. Either way, the Players Association apparently not thrilled with the new uniforms, and they're trying to fix it before opening today.
Yeah, I heard Dan Burrow say the word testicle more times than I ever thought I would yesterday.
He did say it a lot.
A what?
I was walking my dogs yesterday. I don't think Rosie gets the English language very well. They were talking about Sam Cassell. And remember the ball dance that he did that ended up getting him hurt?
Yeah.
Right? That was the infamous, whatever.
Yeah.
Rosie didn't want to say big ball dance. So on major market radio, he said, I'm not going to say that. So it was the big testicle dance. Like, are you dumb? How is that any better?
Yeah, right.
How is that any better?
That's the proper way, I guess.
In a weird way, that actually makes it sound grosser. Right? The big ball dance versus the big testicle dance?
Yeah, the big testicle dance sounds
worse.
like a video Tommy and Zach have seen.
And unfortunately, Common talked over the dance part of it. So it's like, God dang it. If we could have had him saying the big testicle dance, we could have used that button 1,000 times a show.
We know his
Rosie.
we know his weekend plans.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Rosie, what are you doing this weekend?
The big
testicle dance.
Yeah, he was
in the nation.
I did hear that. He was like super weirded out to say.
He wouldn't
I
say
don't
it.
want to say what it really was.
And then you just said it. Like, the clinical term is better.
Testicle dance.
He's lost it.
Brilliant. That's such a great. Hey, Italian meat sauce. The Twins and their pitiful payroll open up their spring training season tomorrow.
Can you try to do as many P words as possible?
That's what he's trying to do.
Start over. Do it again. But even
Twins
add more.
And their pitiful, putrid,
payroll,
passive-aggressive,
payroll,
puke-inducing payroll.
Whoa.
That's great.
Open up play
against.
I think he's done a really good job.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Keep going.
Who have a
Probably.
Or do have a 29th out of 30th payroll, a goal for the Poleads next season.
Perfect.
Thanks, Dad.
Paul.
That's great.
You're welcome. Pori.
Nailed it.
Go ahead, Pori.
Pori?
He eats.
I do eat. I love eating.
I think he's done a really good job.
Did we talk about the Wild with Parrish?
No.
The Wild battle the Oilers in Edmonton tonight. I got to go back to my
Ride or die.
Hold on. The Wild are back in action tonight in Edmonton at 8 p.m.
Yep.
That game can be heard right here on the Fan. No,
Hey, by the way, can we back up for a second?
I believe.
I saw somebody on Twitter yesterday mentioned the Gophers were about to play Ohio State in Jamison battle, and Sauce didn't mention that the Gophers would battle.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
Missed
bright.
opportunity.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
You love the word battle, and we played him.
The Wild battle the Oilers in Edmonton tonight at 8 p.m. Paris. The Wild are plus 160 on the money line. The Oilers are minus 190. That game can be heard right here on the Fan.
Yeah, it's part of this 3-game stretch that they just had against the three of the best teams in the NHL. Edmonton obviously being the odds-on favorite in Vegas right now, playing red hot as Connor McDavid's been on fire. But right now we got to get as many points as we can, get in there, and it's worried about the Wild right now. It's not about who we're playing. Keep focusing on our game system, smart, simple hockey, really good D-zone system's going to have to have great puck play tonight, great puck decisions, because this team absolutely feeds off turnovers and they will make you pay for most of them. So yeah, it's about getting points. Nashville, St. Louis won yesterday, so everybody we're chasing is starting to play better. It's getting down in the nitty gritty, and we got to get as many points as possible.
You love it deep down.
Do you guys think it's crazy that we've been on the air? Think about this. This is how awesome the world is and awful at the same time. We've been on the air for 2 hours.
Yeah, Daddy.
And for the first time in 50 years, we landed something on the moon, and it's like boring.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like
What?
It doesn't even blow our minds anymore because it's like, what did they do? Oh, they got to the
Then
moon.
what?
Have we done that a billion times? Nope. First time in 50 years.
First time in 50 years, and it wasn't easy, man.
No.
It was touch and go.
And it's like an afterthought because it's a boring thing for our algorithm.
Yep.
They landed on the moon today?
Yesterday. Well, could have been technically today. Was it timing-wise, do you know?
I think it was last night at what, 5-something our
Let me
time?
slide on back and take a look
I
here.
think it was like 5:12 p.m. or something last night, if I remember right.
It was a historic nail-biting descent following a last-minute navigation sensor malfunction.
Whoops.
Yikes!
Ooh.
But we got there.
The first U.S.-built spacecraft to stick a moon landing in more than 50 years.
Nailed it like Mary Lou Retton, right? Nailed it.
Exactly
All your hands up.
I just got a
Thursday.
I just got a text from Tommy.
Oh, boy.
A guy just offered me $100 to hear the story at a gas station.
Don't
Did he take it?
tell him. Do not do it.
You got to take the $100.
No, you don't.
Oh, Marnes.
I don't think you ever
Marnes.
tell this
No.
story again.
No, I'm not
Marnes.
telling you. You don't want to know.
Did he tell it on the air?
No.
He wouldn't be here anymore.
Are we still on the air?
We have officially turned this into, I mentioned this earlier, our lost in translation moment because we want to tell the listeners, but we just can't. And honestly, like Chris just said, if we go to break and you're like, all right, I got to hear this story. I don't know.
I'm not doing it.
it.
I'd tell you. I would tell
You're
you.
a good friend. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I would tell you. I'll tell you, Marnes, if you
him
want to
being
know.
a good friend would mean not telling you.
No, I'll tell you. If you want to know and you have to realize you
and
can't sue me.
No, you can't judge Sauce for telling it because he's just the messenger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tommy
You
said
guys,
no.
He's in.
Tommy said no to the $100.
Yeah. He said he wanted $250.
My God.
That's where he draws the line.
Negotiating.
Isn't that crazy? I'll give you $100 if you tell me the story. And he said no.
Oh, yeah.
Can you just tell me if the story is about Tommy or
Oh,
he's
yes.
telling the
Yes,
story
it's
about
about Tommy.
Oh, no,
Okay.
it's him.
Okay.
Marnes, again, since it sounds like you didn't hear yesterday's show, I'm doing 2 commercials during a break, so I'm the only one in this studio. Everyone else is in that studio, right? So this is like the Ninja Turtles of perfs, right? We got Halverson, Sauce, Max, and Hawk.
Yeah, I mean, we're the... Yeah.
Right at the end of the commercial break, Sauce walks back in here, and he's the first one I notice, and Sauce just goes, jeez. and I look over in that room. Chris has his head down in disbelief, and Max's eyes are wide open like, what just happened? And all of them are like, I can't believe what he just said. So we turn off the microphones in here, and Sauce quickly tells me, and I'm like, what the F?
Yeah.
What?
Listen for that sizzle.
They shell-shocked people that you believe could not be shell-shocked. Like we said earlier, even Creasel was like, man. And Creasel was in the Army.
Yeah.
And Creasel was like, what?
And a hockey player back here was a little.
Yeah. I know we're on the air.
It's a rough one.
And nobody can see this, but this is just for you, Marn.
Are you acting it out?
No. No.
Yes,
Oh,
please don't.
I told Nordo, and Nordo's exact reaction was,
yeah, just
he
shocked.
froze in shock and amazement.
And just to be clear again, we said this earlier. I just want to clarify this. Nothing he did was criminal.
No.
It's criminal in a different sense, but not in terms of
Lisa
the law.
Ann would think it was weird.
It should be studied.
Yeah, it should be.
The decision that he made should be studied.
Well, maybe he should take a hint from the gas station guy and
profit.
Yes, tell his story to small groups for a fee.
JohnMCreasel.com. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what you do.
can have a whole slideshow presentation, PowerPoint.
No, you
whatever.
cannot.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do if you're Tommy. You accept the 100, but you triple check that this person is not recording it.
Yeah, good point.
And then just deny.
Or you
deny.
tell a different story.
Yeah, you just. Yeah.
Fair. There you go.
Or you
tell
just
a different
say,
one.
I made that up. Yeah.
Marnes, are you going to have him tell you during the break or not?
Obviously.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Plans Changed by Derek Allen, local artist.
Up in the country, running barefoot through the hills.
Woo! Sorry, Derek, but that made sense.
Not a care in the world, living for the thrill.
The Fan.
.46 Power Trip Morning Show. Well, Marnie, I mean, we didn't want to, but Marnie asked us to open the Holy Grail, and we did, and she looked at it. So now she's sand.
And do you regret it?
I want to run away.
Yeah.
Chris, I like how you said the Holy Grail, and you said you could have gone the other route and said we opened Pandora's box.
Yeah.
But I am glad that you made an artistic choice.
Yeah, I thought about it at the last second and thought, trying not to let the cat out of the bag.
Marnie recovered fine. She's back on her feet.
Yeah, I got a little taste of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Marnie.
The story.
Freak!
We gave you the highlights, yes, Marnie.
Freak!
If I'm Tommy,
You're worse than any of us. You know that.
If I'm
right?
Tommy, I start cashing those checks. If somebody's offering me $100,
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
this
I
goes
get
to your.
for
No.
For the people I'm texting the story to.
wait, you're getting paid?
Wait a minute.
No, I'm not.
Oh my
But
God,
no.
that's a great idea.
Yeah. If
You
you
meet me at Mark E. Parrish.
I'll pay. I'll take money if somebody if you see me today and you want to offer me $100, I'll tell Tommy's story all day long.
A former coworker of ours texted me and I said, listen.
Lavelle.
It was Lavelle. I will tell you, but you have to know this is graphic. Yeah, I basically give like a
Disclaimer.
like
Who
a
cares?
disclaimer.
Take that cash.
Yeah.
Did you tell that person?
I'm about to.
Brent Tucker.
If they're offering you money, send them my way. What do I
Lake.
care? I didn't sign an NDA. Let's go.
Kevin Gorg.
Oh, Gorg doesn't want to know this one.
Oh, he will.
He's lived it.
Oh.
All right, Marnie, I know we got to do Vikings news before we move on, Marnes. And Parrish, you weren't here for this, I guess, either. We asked earlier, now that you know this, where does he rank on the Mount Rushmore of pervs at KFAN? Does he overtake Rosie Parrish?
Whoa. Yes, he absolutely overtakes me.
I meant Paul Allen. Where does he rank now in your mind? Is he number one? Because Sauce says he's now ascended to number one.
Oh, jeez. I don't feel like I have all the perv information, pertinent information to make this
gut
ranking.
Instinct. You got a gut.
I'm not ranking them. I would say there are people I put over in that category and people I would safely put in another category.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a hierarchy.
The hotline's ringing. Who the hell do you think this could be?
Oh, my God.
Lawyers?
Oh, gotta be Tommy.
I hope it's Tommy.
Please be Tommy.
God,
Hey, gang! Probably poor choice of
If this
words.
is Tommy, I'm going to be
in this
so excited.
situation. Thank you, Parrish.
Chris is smiling. This has got to be Tommy.
Yeah.
It has to be Tommy.
Or it's just
He's
Mark.
doing it.
100% sure. You're sure you want to do this? All right, hold on.
Oh, no. He's not telling the story.
Is T.O.?
Yeah, it's Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, T.O.
Hey, you guys. I'm never calm. Okay, I'm never calm. I
cried tonight.
I need you guys to keep this close to your vest, okay? Like, we don't need to go out telling everyone. Like, this is my story to tell. Marnie, I feel bad you had to hear it, but
it was tough, Thomas. It was tough.
Oh boy!
I thought this is the trust tree, so don't be taking money to hear my story. And if you do take money, we have to negotiate a little deal because I'll take some money too. But
Tommy, why did you turn down the $100 at the gas station?
Would you want people knowing? Would you want random people knowing that?
No, I would not.
I wouldn't want my best friend.
I wouldn't want anybody to know it.
Yeah, I just get carried away, you guys, and with you guys. I don't know. Sad, really.
Yep.
Sounds like you got carried away more than once, Thomas. It wasn't just telling the story.
Yeah.
You know what?
Okay, mine.
You know what? Just tell us you made it up.
Yeah, it's all fake. It's all a bitch.
What has the last 24 hours of your life been like since we told everybody yesterday that we have a story that we couldn't tell? Did 1,000 people text you and ask you?
And was Sess one of them?
Oh, I cried.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I cried.
Yeah, I haven't even started my workout yet, and I'm already sweating. But I went to my normal day job, and no joke, everybody asked me. So it's not going to be good. Frozen 4 is going to be a long day tomorrow up in Brainerd. I'll tell you that.
Listen,
long day.
You want to get smashed, and I understand. I want you to get smashed. Don't get so smashed you tell everybody that story.
He will.
Oh, 100% I will. It'll be a good bit. Just to get a cheap laugh, I'll do it. I guarantee it, I'll do it.
Tommy, this is coming from me. People are talking about you, buddy.
Yep, they love you.
Yeah.
You guys are the best ever. Hey, Barry, did you like your sweatshirt?
I got to go get him. Zach's not here, so I got to go raid his office here. I can't wait to get it.
Awesome. Cool. I was actually wearing that sweatshirt, so we're so good.
God.
You're the best in the
Come on, Tommy.
I love you, Tommy.
Genius.
I love you guys. Love you guys.
Be careful,
Love you, brother.
All right, bye, Tommy.
Oh, my
He's
God.
the best.
The fact that
really
he
nice.
has to call and go, please.
I didn't even recognize his voice.
I would have done it.
Please don't tell anybody else. That's all serious.
He's taking a pounding.
That's, yes.
Oh.
Man. All right. Well,
exactly.
I will respect a friend's wishes and not take money for the story then, I
So
guess.
anybody comes up to me at the X this afternoon.
Here's what we got to do.
Answer is no.
Just tell Ryan Donaldson. Everybody will know by noon.
Good point. Or tell Sauce from 10 years ago.
Well, I've told about 6 people right now.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Your truck accessories pro.
Hi, mate. Hang on. What is this?
Smash trash.
What happened?
That's the live reaction of somebody that just found out.
Just getting pictures of people finding out.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's Little John. He just heard the story.
What?
Here's Gary Busey who just heard the story.
Yeah!
No.
Gary doesn't think that's enough people.
I don't even think Busey's excited
Here's
about
Mark Rosen who just heard the story.
Your PA's reaction?
I can't think of anything clever.
I still think when Rosie hears the story, he's going to do that Robert Redford meme and just the slow head nod. Yeah. Attaboy.
No, but like I said earlier.
Go get him, Tom.
With your mouth?
Oh, Barrero.
By the way, again, one last time. I probably won't read them on the air, but if you want to guess what Tommy's story is, text the Bradshaw and Bryant KFAN text line at 64686. That's 64686. Text us your guesses. Just flood the text line with all of your guesses. Let's see them. I'll probably get to them before 9 o'clock. If I don't,
Get back to the pie.
Rosie.
If I don't get to it, I don't get to it. But just
Edibles.
text him 64686 all day if you want. Maybe I'll access it later and just read them from home.
Get back to the pie.
Like 3 to 6:30.
We're going to get talked to again today.
That's all right. I got to leave early.
Hey,
Goose is turned.
before we do a little bit of Vikings news,
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Marnes, how about this? because the Wolves are on ESPN today.
And Bally Sports.
And Bally.
But
Yeah, man.
Carl Anthony Towns, Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert, and Anthony Edwards and Mike Conley
Jr.
are all over and on ESPN today. That's cool that they're getting some
Over and on?
They're all over ESPN. They're like on First Take.
Gotcha.
They're on Sports Center. They're on the NBA Today, and they're on NBA Countdown. That's cool.
Yes, it is awesome. The fact that ESPN is our direct competitor makes it difficult for me to say, that is so cool, and we should all watch that.
Yeah, I feel
But I understand what that exposure does and means.
Sorry, what I should have said is basically yesterday, some guy, I think it was Legler, is it Tim?
Tim, yeah.
Put the top 5 teams that he thinks can win in the West. Not one of them was the Wolves.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
No, it was the NBA title. The Celtics were in there too.
Oh,
it was top 5 teams in the entire league, and the Wolves were not one of the 5.
Legs. That's
John just left.
No respect. Well, I may have talked about this before, but the Timberwolves have 2 games on TNT this season. 2 games. They have led the West for most of the season, outside of the first, month or whatever. 2 games on national NBA television, or what is considered, the best of the best. And they do 2 games twice a week. That's 4 games. That's 8 teams every week. And the Wolves have 2 total games. That's how much the national audience, I guess, wants to see us, or the media is telling the national audience they want to see us. So
is it like
this is a chance to change
Can they
it.
switch up the
yes.
the schedule? They can do that.
TNT can add games. They just have to give the team something like 12 days advance notice, something like that.
Right.
But it's February 22nd, and we've gotten 0 notifications
23rd.
at this point that
wow.
we are, 23rd, you're right.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
So it's kind of mind-boggling, and maybe it's better this way. Maybe it's just now it's our little pack here. We can all enjoy it, and it's nice and quiet. That's not what I want, though. I want everyone to enjoy it. I want it to be all over the place.
What is he doing now?
I can read it.
Yeah, maybe his tag team partner wants to know the story.
Rosie just texted us, you have to tell me the story. So Rosie wants to know it.
Every day, butts make our lives way easier.
You're right, Roser.
Is this like when Ted Bundy wanted to hear the details of his murders in court? So he's like, have that lady read the details back to me. Is that what Rosie's basically asking?
Yeah. Or how the one guy that interviewed him, he would only talk about it if he could refer to himself in the first person.
My gosh.
Yeah. Whoa.
It's nice.
Yep.
No, it's not.
Marnes.
By the way, Marnes, this is kind of awesome, but Anthony Edwards and Carl Anthony Towns right now on the 93X Half-Ass Morning Show. If you want to flip over and check out Nick and Josh and the guys talking to Kat and Ant right now on 93X.
Fun.
I'm Bill Zimper.
I get it. It's not like people, people would never know ESPN if I didn't say it, so I'll just keep quiet. I get it. It's a wonderful outlet.
Yeah.
ESPN has come in and picked up tonight's game. We still do it. It is still on Bally Sports North. I still am hosting a pregame and a postgame. Well, that's the thing, Sauce, because it is the late game on ESPN, because why wouldn't you, in the Central Time Zone? So 9:15, we are told.
Game is at 9:15.
We are told that is the earliest we can tip. I think the latest is 9:22. There is a window that the game can slide depending on the game ahead of us.
Yikes.
And that's how ESPN functions, because they have a double header. They have an early game that starts at 6:30. I'm not actually sure. I think it's 6:30. And that is why our game tonight at Target Center with Milwaukee, who's also in the Central Time Zone, will tip at 9:15 to 9:20-ish. And it'll still be awesome. It's a Friday night. People are going to be there and going to be rocking.
You can hang out with Parrish and watch the first hour and 15 minutes of the Wild game against the Oilers before the Wolves start.
There you go.
Here's the problem. Everything I'm planning to do today, I'll be done with by 9:15.
Well, then you'll be able to sit and watch the Wolves.
I mean, I'll be ready for bed.
Yeah, I'll be asleep. Yeah,
that's crazy late.
And
that's the tip. How long does the basketball game last? Like
2.5.
And a little before midnight.
Oh, well.
It's a good thing it's a Friday night. And it is a rivalry game. Milwaukee is here once a year. The building is going to be full. The atmosphere is going to be awesome. And people are probably going to be a little bit schlossy by a 9:15 tip.
Oh, let's get Schlossie.
It also pushed Saturday's game, which was going to be at 6, to 8, which is not on ESPN, but because they're playing tonight at that late time, you get 23 hours between games. So the schedule shuffles a little bit, but as long as we get the W, I don't care which time we tip in.
Initials game 504 in about 15 minutes with $59,500 on the line. If the jackpot doesn't go off today, we're up to $60K next week. Normal 4 competitors in about 15 minutes. But headlines is next in a second. We'll get to Fan 5 in a second. Marnie's here. Parrish is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
No time for frame. Phone on the wall. Local artist.